Hello friends. In this video I want to speak about the ancient astronaut engineering hypothesis. In other words, was there interference of alien life in humanity in ancient times? Did they came down from other planets or stars and gave us tools to carve on stones, shared ideas? Who knows, right? Echoes from the sky. Myth, memory, and the machinery of the gods. We often imagine the past as a dim corridor, primitive, superstitious, unsophisticated. But what if that's not a reflection of history, but of our own amnesia? Myth is not a lie, it is a language, a symbolic code passed down through generations. Not to entertain, but to preserve. And like any code, it requires a key. The ancient astronaut hypothesis offers such a key. It suggests that the gods of old, those who descended from the heavens, who wielded thunder and fire, who taught men to build, to farm, to write, were not figments of imagination, but visitors, engineers, observers, perhaps even collaborators. Now, am I not here to convince you? I am not here to convince you. I am here to ask with you. To say aloud, what if the stories we dismiss as fantasy are actually the footnotes of forgotten history? Let us begin with the Sumerians, the first known civilization. They speak of the Anunnaki, sky beings who came from Nibiru, a planet beyond our own. These beings did not merely rule, they engineered, they shaped humanity, genetically and society. They taught kingship, metallurgy, astronomy, and they left. In Mesoamerica, the Popol Vuh tell us of gods who fashioned humans from clay, then wood, then maize. The Maya speak of Kukulkan, the feathered serpent who descended from the sky and brought knowledge. In Egypt, Thoth was the god of writing and wisdom, depicted with the head of an ibis. A creature not of this world. In India, the Vedas describe Vimanas, flying chariots, powered by Mercury and fire, piloted by gods, who wage war in the sky. Consider this. How is it that cultures with no contact, separated by oceans and centuries, all tell the same story? Sky beings, civilizing gods, cataclysmic floods, lost golden ages, and always a return to the stars. The doggone people of Mali knew of mysterious B, a white dwarf, a star invisible to the naked eye, long before Western astronomers confirmed its existence. They claim this knowledge came from the Nomo amphibious beings who descended from the sky. Coincidence? Perhaps. But how many coincidences does it take before we call it a pattern? And what of the Nazca lines, massive geoglyphs only visible from the air? Or the precision cut stones of Puma Punku, which modern engineers struggle to replicate? To replicate. Or the Giza pyramids, alignment with the true north to a fraction of degree, its proportions encoding the dimensions of the earth. These are not the works of primitives. These are the fingerprints of something more. Now, let me be clear. This is not a rejection on human ingenuity. It is a recalibration of our assumptions. Perhaps our ancestors were not ignorant, but initiated. Perhaps they were alone. Myth then becomes not a bedtime story, but a breadcrumb trail. A record contact encoded in metaphor, preserved in ritual, and passed down in songs. And so, I leave with this. If we are willing to listen, not just with our ears, but our imagination, what might we recover? What truths lie buried beneath the symbols? What memories sleep beneath the myths? The past is not death. It's not dead. It is encrypted. And maybe, just maybe, we are the generation meant to remember it. Maybe. I'm done with that, but I want to say, it makes me a little angry to read my own notes and not be able to read them clearly. I'm writing too fast, and I need to take my time when writing because it's important. These lectures, these videos, are not only for you to look at me while I speak. They're also for me. They're also a lesson for me to practice, because I want to get better at this. There's so much to talk about. There's so much to say, and there's so much to share and learn. And that's important for me. So, God bless you, and be safe, and I hope you enjoy this lecture. This also an invitation to speak about aliens, extraterrestrials, and their possible intervention in humanity. Take care.